To our guest speaker, Director General William Hatchkis III, our college president, Dr. Bernard R. Ramirez, to the members of the Board of Trustees, college officials, faculty, administrative personnel, parents, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We, the graduates, are here today looking forward for a brighter future. It's not a distant reality anymore. It begins here, it begins today. My fellow graduates, we only arrived here a few years ago. For some of us, it could be 2 years, 4 years, and 5 years. And now, it's a learning time to live. I wonder how did it all go so fast? It seems like only yesterday that we were skinny little freshmen trying to figure out where our next class was. Who will be our next professor for the next class? And looking generally clueless to all the upperclassmen. Now we are the upperclassmen who stand here ready to graduate and move forward in the world. Yet at this seminal moment, we can't help looking back. 2 years, 4 years, and 5 years. That's how far we've gone. It's a large enough chunk of time in some of our most formative years that we can help but grow and change as a person. We might look different, act different, and even think different. But in a college like this one, we also recognize that we can help but change for the better. Growing as students, developing our skills, and changing into people that have courage to go out there and make it on our own. What have we encountered in those formative years? For me and my fellow students, I know how much we can accomplish just in one night, especially when the paper is due the next day, and we haven't even started a rough draft. I know how a week can turn into a semester worth of lessons during final exam week, and how we emerge on the other end feeling like our brain has expanded just a little bit. We all know how much our paradigms might shift from hearing one piece of advice that our professors give to us personally. Imagine all of the progress placed over quiet long years, and we get a better picture of what's taken place during our collective college experience. For many of us, college was also a fresh start in other ways, not just academically. Some of us didn't have friends from high school to accompany us up to here. So we made new friends, and now that we're adults, many of these friends are the friends who will last a lifetime. College life forces us to face life like that. To be accountable, because from here on out, that's exactly what we have to be, accountable. The world beyond school will be another lesson in making adjustments, making new friends, and adapting to different demands. Despite our strong education, we'll have to learn how to deal with impatient bosses, or maybe mend a rocky relationship with a colleague. If we think the learning stops now, the biggest lesson is still waiting for us. But that's what life is. If there weren't any challenges out there to overcome, there'd never be any reason to be proud. If there weren't any fears to conquer, we'd never know how to trust ourselves. in our most of self-doubt, I would say, bring it on. No matter where we go or what we do, that there are challenges ahead of us. What I'm asking from each of you and from myself is to meet those challenges straight on with our head held high and our hearts wide open. It's not enough to simply try to get by in life. That doesn't move the world forward. We must try to excel in everything we do. Strive for excellence in every task, large or small. Although it may not be easy to see, every accomplishment we achieve is added to the world's accomplishments. Our individual successes benefit society as a whole because when we succeed, we lighten the burden on our fellow man. When we succeed, we are in a position to give rather than to take. Imagine if every individual lived up to his or her own potential. Think about how amazing that would be, and how much better off the world would be. Now imagine if just half of those individuals lived up to their potential. The world would still be an awesome place. If even 1/4 of those individuals worked to make their lives successful, they could still make some amazing contribution to society. What have we become? During our college life, we encountered a lot of hardships, mistakes, and failures. But these things were the reason that we keep on holding, still fighting, and believing that we can do it up to this point. We learned how to set our priorities, our family, and studies. Despite of our hectic schedules at school, we still find ways to bond with our family. We learned to be patient during the times that we're almost running out of time just to pass our subject requirements on time. We learned how to be responsible in a way that what might be the result of every decision that we made, whether it will be good or bad, we will take charge of it. Lastly, we learned how to trust ourselves and how to trust God. That whatever it may be, we will accept it. The point is, we've tried our best. If things are meant to happen, it will happen. We worked hard to get to this point, but we didn't do it by ourselves. We owe a huge debt of gratitude to the following. To our parents, thank you for supporting us in more ways than it's possible to count. You dragged us out of bed each morning, made sure we were fed and clothed for school. You attended our needs, paid our school fees, and listened to our complaints. You commiserated with our daily dramas. But you tried to give us enough space to learn how to work things out for ourselves. These are just a few of the thousands of ways you've supported us on our journey. To our college president, and to all the PhilSCA administrative personnel, thank you for providing our needs at school and for keeping things running smoothly so our professor can concentrate on us. To our professors, thank you for unselfishly sharing your time, talent, knowledge with us. Yes. Yes, we know it was your job to do it, but what you did for us went beyond the call of duty. You took the time to explain assignments, projects, sometimes repeatedly because we weren't paying attention. You allowed us to come to your faculty room after school for extra help when you could have gone home to spend time with your family. You put in the effort to make lessons more interesting so we wouldn't just tune out. You demanded excellence from us whether or not we wanted to give it. You set the bar high and challenged us to live up to it. To our dearest classmates, friends, schoolmates, thank you for sharing your laughters and sorrows with us. Thank you for staying with us through ups and downs. And for those people who challenge us along the way, thank you. You help us to prove to ourselves that we can do everything, and here we are now, having a proof that we succeed. These are the very important people who molded us to become a person of who we are now. From the bottom of our heart, we thank you for everything that you have done for us. It is important to remember what college life brought us. Even as we look back on our accomplishments of becoming a college graduate, that while 2 years, or 4 years, or 5 years is a long time, education lasts a lifetime. And in the future, we hope we can look back to these unforgettable years, be grateful for the growth we made, and think to ourselves, thank goodness I did all that. Allow me to leave an inspirational quote coming from Milton Berle. If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. Thank you and congratulations all.
Hindi pa tapos eh.
Kahit kailan na yun, may papatawanan sa kambing.